Okay, so I realize I might have accidentally grown up wrong because I keep learning things as an adult that everyone else apparently figured out at the age of 10. So today we're going through a couple of things that made me question my own existence. Number one, credit cards aren't free money. Yep, credit cards aren't free money. Yet, painfully enough, you gotta pay it back. You know, when I first got my credit card, it was like, why not use it, you know? Like, why get only one Big Mac when you can get two more? You see, it was a peculiar time, especially when I thought it was a great idea to not have a job and go to New York twice and just keep on swiping. You know, get that thrill in, get whatever you want. It was fun. But then reality struck and had to pay my dues. We're good now though, but for a moment there, it was not looking too good. Number two, you shouldn't rinse your chicken. Yup, I said it. You shouldn't rinse your chicken. And this is coming from someone that's always rinsed their chicken because I literally ate chicken for almost every day at some point during the time I was trying to lose weight. And I didn't realize it then, but I was honestly poisoning my kitchen. All the splashes from the water, from the bacteria onto the sink, the island. Yeah, it wasn't a good look. I mean, I wasn't aware of it then, but when I realized it, especially since in the kitchens when you go out, like they don't rinse it. If anything, they just pat it dry before just going through with it. Yeah. But if it's rice, you should
Your
rinse
phone
it.
ringing.
Chicken,
Your
don't
phone
rinse it.
ringing.
Number three, the objects in the mirror are closer than they appear. Sign is serious. And no, it is not a motivational quote. Yeah, so if you look at it, the things are gonna be right here when they're right here, you know? It's only to let you see a closer perspective. So whenever you are driving, for instance, you could actually see it when it's actually pretty far. It's honestly to help you. Number four, you can unsubscribe from emails. Yep. You don't have to live in Gmail hell. Once I found out, game changer. Because I honestly don't actively check my email and let alone clean it. So every time I would get on my emails, it was honestly just me falling into abyss of emails. Everything from seeing Kazi liking my freaking posts, car dealerships trying to ask if I want to sell my car, people trying to get my identity, all the sorts. But yeah, now that I've unsubscribed it, and now that you know, unless you haven't, that you can unsubscribe emails, it's not them all trying to crowd you and giving you random shit or trying to steal your identity. Hey, don't say I helped you, okay? Number five, most adults don't have life figured out. You know, growing up as kids, you see adults as like geniuses, you know, have everything figured out ahead of them, a plan in sight and executing it. But that's not honestly the case. Growing up, I realized everyone is just really just winging it, you know, going with the flow. So don't feel bad. Things aren't going your way, you know. Not every plan is going to be planned accordingly and then executed properly, you know. Things happen, life hits the fan, shit, you know. Can't do anything about it. But as long as you put your best foot forward, you know, things will turn out all right. Number seven, when a recipe calls for one clove of garlic and not the whole bulb. Yep, that was a tragic discovery for many. At least I hope, and that I'm not the only one. But it was just this one day where I was making this pasta dish, which I wanted minced garlic. It said one clove, and I went soup, soup, soup. Yeah, that shit tasted bad. It honestly tasted a little too bad. But you know, it is what it is. But now we know. Great. you can ask your barber to show you the back of your head. They don't get offended, or at least they shouldn't be. I'm stuck with my barber for at least, it's been almost a decade now. Haven't cheated on him besides myself cutting my own hair. But yeah, like, he gave me the reassurance I needed when it came to seeing the back of my head, because obviously, can't see that shit. But before then, I was always so skeptical because it was always botched. And then I'm like, can you show me what the back looks like? You know, it's not being disrespectful. I mean, if they're bad with the back, they're bad with the back. But yeah, don't be afraid, because you would want to know if you are gonna be there for the last time or you stay there. You know, there's a reason why I'm with my barber for, again, a decade. Right now I need a haircut, but you know, economy isn't so great right now, so I'm just letting it grow. Number 9, use by and best by dates aren't the same thing. You would think they are, you know, since they're typically the only ones on the product that you've bought, but no. One is safety, the other one is to vibe. Number 10, when someone says let's do something sometime, they don't mean anything of it. It's honestly adult language for never. And I would say I'm kind of a culprit, you know, when people ask me for plans, I'm like, I'll let you know. It's crazy because that's honestly just, well, at least now that I think about it, it's just honestly a way for me to honestly not even put in the effort to throw an excuse out there. But I know game when I see it. That's for sure. But yeah, don't expect much. You could say that it's honestly a courteous gesture to plant the seed into someone to be like, hey, you know, let's do something. Let's ball. It's never happening, buddy. Nope. No. Number 11. You don't magically get better at waking up early. You actually have to try. Like, if I pull out my phone and open my alarms, it just keeps on going. They're all by the increments of 5 minutes, and I set them up in waves to wake myself up. Because if not, I'm not getting up. And I'm not gonna lie, even in the moments, maybe if it's the 3rd wave of alarms, that snooze button may still see my finger.
Hey, yo!
But now you know, you don't just wake up early when you're older. You gotta try. But this honestly concludes the list of things I should have known at the age of 10, but didn't. If you want a part 2, trust me, I have plenty more. If not, I'm gonna be living like this, honestly. So make sure to like and subscribe, or I'm just gonna be living a fucked up life.